Thank you organizers for having us here. I'll be presenting quality solutions for renewable energy technologies. Before going for the topic, let me introduce about TÜPSÜD as an organization. I'm sure most of you are aware that we are a testing, inspection and certification organization having headquarters in Munich, Germany, and having operations all across. So we have around 28,000 employee strength. We have 3.1 billion revenues for the last year. We have operations at 1,000 locations. And since we are an independent certification body, naturally we have to be independent and impartial for various activities that we do. This slide definitely will show you where we are working with our offices, labs, and resources to provide services to our stakeholders. All our services are basically bifurcated into 5 pillars of services. First and foremost is testing and product certification. We do product certifications like solar modules, wind turbine testing, so on and so forth, for which we need laboratories. So we have battery of laboratories all across the globe. We are also into auditing and system certification. I am sure you must have seen our ISO certificates on various organizations. Inspections, quality inspection is one of the forte of this organization. We do provide advisory and training, and as I said earlier, we are also a certification body and we do provide validation and verification services. The sectors which are relevant for RE Expo, and this is where we work, even though TÜPSÜD as an organization, there are a host of other areas in which we work, but these are the sectors which are relevant to this particular topic, and we are quite active in this. First and foremost is renewable energy, where we provide services across the value chain of a renewable energy project. We also do a lot of activities around energy management, so we help industries in conserving their energy consumption. Environment and related advisory services. Nowadays, there are a lot of international funding happening for renewable energy projects, wherein environmental and social well-being is one of the key areas for evaluating the assets. So we do provide services for such requirement. And then climate action certification, we do provide certification body services for various GHG or climate change projects. For renewable energy, we have 2 certification bodies, 150 plus years of experience. TÜPSÜD South Asia, the organization which I belong to, is also our regional competency center for renewable energy projects. So globally at TÜPSÜD, this region is one of the focus areas for us to increase our footprint in the renewable energy segment. So what does quality and certification has for stakeholders? So definitely a quality and certified services by us ensures that credibility and customer confidence that this particular product or system has been certified by organization like TÜPSÜD, which creates a lot of customer confidence. Particularly projects where there is a certification need is there, say let's say green hydrogen. If we certify, then naturally you can have market access for regions like Europe. And then once the system is certified by an agency like TÜPSÜD, you can differentiate yourself from your competitors. So it definitely makes a business differentiation if we certify your systems. Now, some of the facts why it's very important to ensure quality of your renewable energy projects. So the boxes, I'm sure all of you are aware, like we are one of the global players now in India. We are trying to set up 500 gigawatts of renewable energy assets by 2030. However, with this ambitious target, there is a legally binding commitments also. The project developers are supposed to produce that much of energy and supply to the buying entity. So that actually in a way we have to ensure that quality of our projects and equipments that we are using in the project need to have that kind of specifications. So it becomes extremely important to give due importance for quality aspects. But something is not going in that line because of low tariff, shorter project schedules. Sometimes the quality is not given that much of importance, which should have been. And that's how you can see there is an increase in the insurance claims by various organizations. In turn, lenders are also now advocating that your products and projects has to be quality assured. So quality and productivity, they are basically interlinked. If you have better quality of your project, naturally it will have better productivity. So this particular diagram will show you the relationship between quality and productivity. If the project is of good design, if maintenance is being done properly, and if the quality is maintained, naturally your productivity will be high. And exactly will be the reverse case if we don't follow the quality aspects. So in India, if you see the plant load factor, the power generation achieved from various renewable energy projects, it is somewhere around 13 to 25%. So definitely it has a potential to increase a little bit if we can focus more on the quality aspects. So quality often overlooked due to challenging timelines, and productivity is directly linked to quality, and it also ensures the project will achieve the design life. Otherwise, if you are planning to have the project for, let's say, 20 years or 25 years, because of poor quality, it may not run to that technical life. So your revenues from that particular asset will not give you that kind of returns. So ultimately, if you are maintaining it properly, it will also reduce your payback period because you are getting the desired revenues through a desired generations. So let me run through what kind of quality management plan we should have throughout the life cycle of a particular renewable energy assets. So first is feasibility and planning. So these are a couple of important steps that we have to ensure while designing the project. And this is a very important phase of any renewable energy project. So we need to have a correct estimation of energy, yield, site assessment, and these factors should be more realistic and done by recognized agencies like us. Next is the design. So we have actual site parameters, basis which we have to design the project, which will take care about the relevant codes available in that region or in that state or in that country, and accordingly best practices has to be adopted in line with the local regulations. Next phase comes with the manufacture, and I think this is also a very important step. Otherwise, it's garbage in, garbage out. If you are not getting the right kind of product in your project, you cannot expect the expected returns. So manufacturing plays a very important role. So the products that you are using in your project has to be certified. There are various standards available to certify the products. Then at the site, once the equipment reaches to a site, it has to be properly transported also. One research study shows that particularly for solar modules, highest defects are getting generated because of transportation, poor transportation. So we do not have a really standard operating practice for safe transportation of our products, and that's how it's creating defects. Then comes the site activity. Once the product reaches to a site, naturally it has to be erected properly with standard operating practices, with taking care of all the precautions. Somehow that is also not getting the attention as it should be because of the lower completion periods. Operation, again, a very important task. Now you have asset which is already installed, you have invested, and now it's a time to operate and generate the power. So operation plays a very important role. So there has to be a due attention given for proactive O&M. And the advanced technologies like AI can also be integrated now for effective O&M activities. As I said earlier, there are various standards available for various products. So here is a list of standards vis-a-vis the product. The particular table here, we have seen these kind of standards are not very well known among the stakeholders. We have standards even for project implementation, even for project maintenance also. But hardly we see these standards are getting actually implemented at various project sites. Most of us do focus on the product standards, but installation and operation and manufacturing standards are generally not getting that much of recognition. Similarly, for green hydrogen, there are various standards available. This is a new topic, everybody is learning, but there are few internationally recognized standards. Like TÜV, we have our own standards for low carbon and green hydrogen called CMS 70 and CMS 77. And that at international level, we have ISCC, Certi-High, and other standards. And we are quite active in certifying your hydrogen projects through one of those standards. We have booth here. Our booth is at R1506 in the same building. I request all of you to visit our stall. We can have more deeper interaction there. But just to summarize what services we offer for any renewable energy projects, it can be from feasibility planning to procurement, supply chain, construction, commissioning, in-service, and even we are also quite active into M&A. Few client lists. I'm happy to tell you that we are working with almost all the key players in the sector in India. So naturally, I request all of you to team up with us. We'll ensure that your risks are getting minimized with our association, and you get a quality service and quality products installed at your premises. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Sir, hello. Sir, I am Vivek from Renewable Mirror magazine. I have just small questions that as the renewable energy is going to be basic needs for everybody in all over the world and in our country. What is the main challenge and you are going to face, and what is solutions for this significant player that is renewable energy?
Sorry, sir, can you repeat your question?
As this is renewable energy is becoming the significant player in the industry day by day, every day. What is the key challenge that you are going to face in become?
Okay, so what I understood is what are the key challenges being faced by
in the next 5 to 10 years.
5 to 10 years now.
Yeah.
Okay. Key challenges that we are facing today, as well as it will continue to remain in the system, are basically, if you are talking about solar or wind, then land is one of the key challenges that we are facing, power evacuation facilities, and then supply chain. Like there are some components like solar modules or transformers where the lead time is more. Yeah. So these are the challenges today also are there. It was much at the higher level, say 5 years back, it is getting reduced. But of course, these challenges are there. Second is the quality testing. Like we do not have sufficient testing facility in India to test these kind of products. So that is also one of the challenge. And the most important challenge so far the industries has faced is the resources, manpower. We do not have sufficiently trained and experienced manpower to cater to these requirements. Like one side you see there's a lot of projects already coming up. You are talking in few gigawatts of additions every day or every month, but it needs resources to maintain this kind of assets. So we need to really catch up with the development of trained manpower to maintain these kind of assets.
Thank you.
Thank you.